Hey there everyone, this is Yui. Welcome to episode 35 of All the Mods 3 Expert. Today we're going to revisit automating the blood altar, a little bit differently this time. So let's get to it. So like I said before, I'm going to try to break these episodes up into smaller pieces, at least in project-wise, not necessarily time-wise. So I don't know how long this will take, because every time I say it should be quick, because in my head it should be, it takes longer. Like last episode where we got into deep mob learning. I did make a mistake last time. On my to-do list, I have, somewhere in here, the alchemistry stuff. I totally had a brain fart that we already have the fusion one, I believe. That's inside of the machine's place, so we can actually already go ahead and make whatever it was that I was trying to make. I don't even remember. Boron? Yeah, boron sounds right. But anyways, let's just jump into this, because I've had it basically came to me when I was sleeping that I wanted to redo this automation. Yeah, dreaming Minecraft. Huh. So I'm gonna try this using Super Factory Manager. I keep trying to say Steve. In my head, it's still Steve's Factory Manager. And we're going to try it out and see it. And we can hear the nice little chickens down below. Isn't that great? I'm just going to drop it down to the bottom here. This doesn't super matter. We'll give it a controller. I've taken the input chest from above. That's this one in my hand. I'm going to just drop it up here so it's nice and out of the way. And there's my standard inventory output chest. Now, here's my concept. I was thinking on automating it so I can make any tier slate that I want without it messing up any other tier slate. And the way I'm going to do that is with double inputs. So I'm going to pass it 2 items and then expect an output. So in this case, like if I give it a cobblestone and some blank slates, or no, sorry, it's all going to be an input of living rock. But if I give it, say, living rock and a cobblestone, I want it to produce blank slates. Or if I give it living rock and a mossy stone brick, it'll make demonic slates. The order, it doesn't matter. I just needed one item that I have plenty of and won't run out of, and that's those. There's plenty of other choices. So the way I'm thinking about this is it's always going to be 4 of those. I'm going to make 4 at a time, just because. There's no particular reason. It just seems when I need one of them, I need more. So I'm going to do the recipes like that. So we're going to go with, whoops, like this. Then I just need to swap that out. No, not that one. There we go, we'll swap that and that. Then we'll just go with some cracked bricks. It's nothing super exciting, but that's the idea. I want something that'll work. There we go. So now I've got 1 for each of them. Let's go ahead and just throw that in with the rest. I say rest, but there's only 1 recipe in there. And I passed it. There it is. The corrupted doohickey thing for this star metal. That's one of the primary uses. The runes, I don't think we really need them for a whole lot. It wanted us to make these tier 5 runes, but they don't seem to be used for anything but living armor stuff. I don't know. But we do need some of the other tiers for various things. There's going to be a couple in here that I noticed were for some extended crafting. Oh, we don't need that one anymore. That we could still use. There's some other random things in here. Reinforced. Oh, upgrades right here. That's one of the reasons I have not been upgrading past the tier 2 is because you need these extended crafting recipes. And no thanks, I don't want to. So let's jump into this. I'm going to just, for now, place nothing. No. We're just gonna get into it. Do I need... No, I don't think I need anything. Or groups. We'll do our standard double containers. Input and output. Let's see here. We'll go with input. Then we'll go with output. Oh, and one more. We gotta change the colors or they're gonna be mad. I'll line this up later. It bothers me, but it takes time. And then the alter. Save. This one, red, obviously. This one, output is white, yep. And input will be pink. Yeah, sure. Just because it is on the chest. That's the only reason. Okay, so for this, we're gonna try a trigger, a conditional, right? So we're gonna check for any of the second inputs, then we'll check for the actual input on true. Then it'll be input and input? 2 inputs? I don't know about that one yet. No, 1 input. 1 input, 1 output. Planning in my head is hard. And then we're going to do another one for picking items up. It's going to be a trigger. Actually, we're going to have a standard one. Create an input and an output. And then one more for the slates. Because we want... So the idea here is the one on the left is going to move items from the input chest to the altar. The one in the middle is going to move items from... Actually, we're going to need another one of those. We'll go with items from the input chest to the altar that are not slates. Say the... What is it called? That we need for this thing. The crystallized blood pile. Stuff like that. Then we'll have one that moves items from the altar to the output chest, which will be here. And then we'll have one more that moves slates from the altar. Now this one, you know what? Going in a group. Just because it's gonna be... That's the wrong one. This one's gonna be a little bigger. At least in my head. We'll find out for real. We'll do that one later. This is going to be slates to output. Save. Okay, so like I said here, what we're going to do here is we're going to check the input chest, target up, if any. So we're going to check for the output items. So we're going with cobble. We're going with stone. We're going with stone bricks, mossy stone bricks, and cracked. So if there's any of those, that means we have a slate to craft. And then we're going to do another check. Input chest, target up, item, we're going with, no, chiseled. Chisel, how do you spell that? Chiseled living, this one. Okay. That means we have it. We have the modifier, we have the actual input. So if both of those are true, we can then go inventory, input, target, up, items. We are moving the chiseled living rock. Yeah. We're moving that. We're leaving the other one in the input chest so we know for later which slate to pull out. And then I did make an altar, yes. Altar. Target. Up. Sure. Items. There we go. Okay, that's actually done. What I didn't do, in case you missed it, is I didn't actually set these things. I set the color, I did not set the container. This is input, which is the pink one. This is output, which is the white one. And this is the altar, which is the altar. Okay, so this should theoretically work. And just as a quick proof of concept, let's grab one of these. We'll just grab 4, throw it in there. It should do absolutely nothing until we put in one of these. And there we go. And it should be up there. Yep, nice. Now it doesn't know to pull it out yet. But that's alright. We're getting there. That's only step 1. That one's done. Next is going to be moving generic items from the input. Okay, so this is, what is this? This is going to be pixie dust. Goes to the blood altar. This is the only one I actually had set up in my auto crafting. And this is going to be pulling generic stuff out. So this is going to be the altar going to the output chest. And this here would be, what is it, corrupted? Was it not corrupted? Oh, crystallized. Yeah, you know, whatever. It's the same thing. This is crystallized. This one. And then we'll just add all of them in there. As we add them, they'll go here. So this is just going to be the straight crafting. Anything that cannot become something else, unlike the slates, this can't be put back in the blood altar to waste blood. Okay, you're good. So theoretically, we should be able to come back to the computer, tell it to make a crystal. No, not 4. 4 is going to take too long. Just make 1. So should make it, throw it in the input chest, and then there it is. And then do I have my sigil? Okay, 30,000 life points. Once this finishes, it should pull it out. There we go. Perfect. And that'll be the operations for anything, like I said, anything that is not a slate. And I'll add to that, like the, what is it? These things. We could add coal and whatever this inscription tool is that I had to make, because I will probably make more of these. I don't know, actually. The one I have, I did go ahead and upgrade it. By upgrading it, I upgraded the whole tier. So I put some more runes of sacrifice, So it is now generating almost 1,000, a full bucket, each time it goes. And if you want to have some real fun with it, you could just speed it up and watch it go. Oh, the altar's full now. Speed that up too. There you go. But it's working really well. At least, I think it's better than the coaling one. Of course, I haven't let it run too terribly long, so I only got about 1 million. Or, well, what is that, 1,000 buckets worth? Alright, back to here. This is all good, so now all we have to do is pull out the slate, and we're done. So we're going to go with a trigger. We're going to go with a conditional, where you at? Go with, oh, we're going to need, I think we're going to need one for each tier. I don't know a better way to do it. So we'll go with tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, 4, tier 5. Right? Yes. Okay. Then you'll have an input, 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 input. So many inputs. This one's going to be a little cramped. Can we scroll this? No. It was worth a shot. We might just have to line this up weirdly. Okay. So the idea here is going to be, let's check the okay, actually it's going to be here. We're going to check the input and the altar for all. We're going with close, but not quite. That's going to be annoying. Slate and cobble. That is tier 1. Tier 2 is going to be, I don't even know what these slates are called. Reinforced. Go reinforce. Okay. Gotta type too much. You can scroll in that window, it's just annoying. And stone. So you can scroll up and down. Move that, and then it's going to be imbued and cracked. Imbued, cracked, regular. And we're going with demonic and mossy. Okay, great. And lastly is, what is it? Ethereal. Ethereal and regular stone bricks. Great. Oh, I gotta set all the inventories. Target up. Inventories. Those two. Super exciting stuff here, but this should, in my head it works. We'll see in practice in a minute. As we're almost done, actually. It's just one of those things that I've been thinking about lately and wanted to try. So we have all of those. And then we need one more. Actually, I think we can get away with one. We're gonna try it. Because I'm crazy. And there should be a branch. This one. Five inputs? Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like it knows me. There we go. Look at that. Then we'll have an input and an output. Then all we have to do is input from, that's a little hard to deal with, those two, target up, items. All the slates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we need all of the other stuff. Cobblestone, stone, bricks, and there. The order doesn't matter. I will, however, limit this. No. Cancel. Right click, specify amount to 16. And come on. Specify amount. It has it highlighted by default, doesn't it? There we go. Yes, it does. The idea here is, since I am doing 1 to 4, I don't want it to move 17 cobblestones because this altar can only hold a stack of items at a time. And then output is going to be the output chest. Target up, active. Done. That should be it. A little hard to see, but... And then I connect you. Are you connected? I can't tell. There we go. Alright. So this will run. It's going to look for a combination of ingredients that say it's done. If it's done, it's going to move everything. The idea here is if we go back into our base, go to the blood altar, where you at right here. We're going to say do not push if it contains items. That way it should never mix and match. Because there will always be at least one item in here when it's crafting a slate until it is done. If it is crafting pixie dust into the crystallized stuff, there'll be nothing in here, but it'll queue it up. So that should be fine. Alright, so if we put in... This is tier 1. We'll throw that in there. Oh, it's already done. And then we could say, do this one. That's the wrong one. I put in the final product. Okay. Do that. That should get us one tier 4. Is that blank? Now it's going to tier 2. Okay, now it's at tier 2. Now it should go to tier 3. Yeah. Go ahead. Now you're at tier 3. Then it should go to tier 4. Okay, looking good. And then once it hit tier 4, it should get pulled out. Yeah, go. Yeah, sweet. There we go. And that's it. It is automated. Now we should be able to go to the computer and specifically request... Well, that was weird. I didn't want... No, go up here. Wait, I don't think I'm really particularly low on anything. What's the cheap one? The blank one. Where are you at? Blank. Craft me 100. Because that's the real test. We'll see what it does. Because it can only fit 64 in here. And that's what the limit is for. Oh. Okay. I was kind of expecting it to do literally... all of them at once, but okay. That's my experience with it in the past. Crafting 28. Are you, though? Well, let this run and see what happens in the end, and I'll be back when it finishes. Alright, and we're back. So, I had the recipe wrong. I made a new one, put it in place already. The original one was a 1-to-1, make 4. Yeah, I wish it would quadruple like that, but it doesn't. So I went ahead and I queued up 2 of them to make sure they didn't conflict at the same time. I did a bunch of blanks and had ethereal as well, and it seems to be handling it like a champ. So I'm pretty actually happy with that. That worked out very well, and it's no longer me going down there and flipping levers for whichever one I want. So anyways, that's going to be it for this episode. So if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed automation, because I love it. But anyways, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.